Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope you're well. I am going to take a quick second, Taurus, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Taurus, get in where you fit in. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you're starting out with the High Priestess. You have the Magician in the reverse. And you have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so there's a little bit of instability here in your energy. It could be revolving around a foundation of some sort, or possibly your finances and money. I do feel like something's not manifesting the way you wanted it to, or you want it to. With the High Priestess, you're moving very quietly. I feel like you're keeping a lot to yourself right now. You could be in a meditative mode as well. But there's a deeply, it's almost like a deeply spiritual energy here that you have, and yet you don't quite trust it, which is, you know, a little odd to me. It does appear that there's a spiritual connection that you feel like you're at odds with in some form. And I also feel like you're trying to use your intuition. But with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it's a foundation here that you're trying to create that's not quite manifesting. It's almost though like you're not quite cooperating with your higher self in order to bring this in. So that's interesting. Let me see who's in your energy. Let me see who is in Taurus energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Strength card, sign of Leo, and we have the Knight of Swords. All right, so this person that's in your energy, I do feel like they want a solid foundation. There's either a beginning or a renewal that they're looking for, but you're kind of elusive here in your energy, and it's because you're trying to lean into your intuition. Some of you could be tarot readers, or you could be getting tarot readings on this person. Now, I do feel like the person that's in your energy is somebody that has worked on themselves quite a bit. There's this energy of them trying to tame their own, you know, how do I word it? They're trying to tame their own internal demons, as it were. I do feel like this is somebody who is very honest and very direct, and they sometimes when they talk to you, it's very honest and direct, but a little harsh. It can be a little harsh. Other times this person is extremely gentle in their energy. So I do feel like this person has strong feelings for you. They definitely want something, you know, either a new beginning or a beginning period, but they want it to be stable. They want it to be extremely stable. This person could be experiencing a sudden influx in money in their energy or in their life as well. Let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. The Emperor. Strong energy there. That's the energy of action. That's the energy of taking charge of one's own life, or taking charge of a situation. It's also the energy of somebody who could be a business owner. So either you or the other person, or possibly both. But it's a very strong, very proactive energy. And I do like that. I like that that is between the two of you. I'm also seeing here you could be dealing with an Aries, but you don't have to be. Show me what's affecting the connection. An ending. Yeah, this connection ended. And it's caused, the ending of this connection caused you to have some doubts about your ability to create a solid foundation with someone. Because that's where your doubts are coming from. There was an ending in this connection. This person, though, I do feel like this person wants to bring this back together, and I feel like they have strong feelings for you. which, by the way, never diminished, even when this connection ended. Let me see the outcome for Taurus. That's too many. We're going to try that again. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio, but this is telling me with justice that things are going to balance out here. And it's going to balance out in a way that you both feel good about it. I definitely see that coming in. So that's good. That's really good. Karmic justice is going to step in. So, bottom of the deck, we have the World card in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And what that tells me is that even though we have this ending in the center of your reading, we also have underlying the World, which means that neither of you felt like everything was done, that there was still some unfinished business here between the two of you. So let's clarify your reading, Taurus. Spirit, why is the High Priestess here for Taurus? All right, so we have the Seven of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, and the Strength card, which is in their reading. So there could have been something here that was, you know, deceitful energy that was discovered. I do feel like it would have been on your side, Taurus, because the High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. So something here has been revealed. And it's been revealed to who? Well, it's been revealed to this person. I do feel like at some point you were highly defensive, and there was this energy of conflict about this secret. But either you're revealing this or it's come out into the open. And I feel like you're working on yourself now. You're taking control of the situation, and to do what? Well, to work on yourself and also to come out of conflict with this person that's in your energy. So let me see why the Magician is in reverse. All right, we have the Ten of Coins and we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's a brand new beginning. That's like a passionate new beginning here. And you feel like, so this didn't manifest before because of some sort of deceitful action, something that is out in the open now. It created conflict. You want to resolve that conflict, and you want to have a long-term connection here. I am seeing with the Ace of Wands, you're very passionate about this person, but it hasn't manifested just yet because it's still being affected by the ending of this connection. I do see you looking at things from a long-term perspective. You also are surrounded by either close friends or family, or possibly both, that are highly supportive of you as well, and also highly supportive of this connection. So let me see why the Three of Pentacles is in reverse. Show me the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Nine of Cups reverse and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so that's interesting. So what I'm seeing, some of you could have been dealing with substance abuse, and we see you working on yourself, because the Nine of Cups in the reverse can indicate drinking or use of substances. But it doesn't have to. I'm just saying for somebody that I do see that. It's caused you to have difficulty moving forward, and it's caused you difficulty in work, and it's caused difficulty in establishing any kind of a foundation. Now, that's not for everybody, so of course, but for anybody else that I'm seeing, I do feel like you didn't want the ending of this connection, this foundation. It's not moving forward, though, because in the past, you've been focused more on what you don't want versus what it is that you do want. So I do see some balance coming into this. Some of you could be dealing with something that happened within the workplace There could be some legal ramifications to that. It may be involving a vehicle or a car. There was some kind of deceit that you're trying to, and it doesn't even have to be on your side, but whatever this is, I see you working on this, but it destabilized your finances and your money. I see that definitely for somebody. So I do feel like you will get justice in that situation. Yeah, so this particular set of cards just has a lot of divergent things. So I feel like whatever this is that, you know, has crumbled here, I feel like there's a lot to that. And a lot of it is the focus on things you don't want versus what you do want, and a lot of stuck energy, a lot of thinking about the past, and an inability to move forward, which is preventing the balance. So let me look at this person's energy. You could live at a distance from this person, and that could be creating a problem as well. Yeah, there's the conflict, 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's been conflict here between the two of you, and it looks like it was revolving around something that happened that was lying, cheating, stealing. I see you taking charge of that, though, because you have strong feelings for this person. And I see this person making plans. It's like they're conflicted about it internally as well, but they're making plans. They're looking into the future, and they're hoping to have a stable beginning with you. Let me see the Strength card. There is conflict here, though, between the two of you, because that's the conflict that you want to resolve. Show me the Strength card. Knight of Swords reversed and Judgment in reverse. This person's been working on themselves a lot. They're strongly attracted to you, Taurus, but they also feel like they don't want to make a bad judgment call. And this person may wonder, you know, is Taurus telling me the truth? And so there's a lot of things that this person is kind of keeping to themselves. They do have some strong opinions about the conflict that was there between the two of you, and it's causing them to kind of hold back from any kind of reconciliation, even though they do have, you know, they do have strong feelings for you. There's things that they're just holding back. It's like they don't feel that they can adequately speak their mind here. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Because I feel like they're going to get over that. Because that Knight of Swords in reverse, they find the courage and the strength to say what it is that they need to with the Knight of Swords upright. So, yep. Let's see. Thank you. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands reversed, and we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They're holding back emotionally. So when they do talk to you, they may come through rather harshly, because they're going to speak a truth, the truth that they've been holding back. And I do feel like this person is pulled back. They have feelings for you. They have love for you, but they are holding back because they feel like this is something that just cannot be overcome. Even though I feel like they want to. They really do want to. But see, they're also asking for justice in this situation. I'm seeing strong Scorpio energy. Cancer and Pisces is here as well. Whatever they've been holding back, they're definitely going to find the courage to open up about. It could be they're wondering about whether or not the two of you are ever going to reconcile. I feel like they have a wall built around their heart, Taurus. That's what I'm seeing. Let me see the Emperor. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Okay, we have the Sun in reverse and the High Priestess, which you have it in the upright. They have it in the reverse. Interesting. So there were some secrets here that came out. There's some things that, and it's going to create an argument, or already has, it looks like. Yeah. And I do feel like you're not happy about that. You've been kind of keeping some things to yourself, hiding some things. I feel like you're gonna be open with this person. I definitely feel like you're gonna open up to this person. You're gonna take charge of the situation and you're gonna reveal what's been hidden. And I think it's gonna cause more conflict. I think this person's not gonna like what it is that they hear. It has something to do with a choice. So let's see the Death card. What is the Death card here? Okay, we have the Six of Swords reversed. And we have the Five of Cups reversed. This person was so sad. They felt like the two of you were never going to get back together. There was a period where there was no communication. Yeah, this person questioned if you ever loved them. They questioned whether, you know, they were loved at all. This person actually went through a difficult time. I feel like they doubted their own intuition. They just were in this very stuck energy. And I think that they had to work on themselves very hard. So I do see that this ending affected them dramatically. Now, with the Six of Swords in the reverse, you never moved on from this person. I see it in the underlying energy. I see it in your energy here. And I do feel like you want a passionate new beginning with this person. If you've spent time with this person physically, you're definitely missing the physical aspects of the connection. Be careful, Taurus, because there is an energy of you coming towards this person with just the physical. And I feel like it's gonna backfire. It's gonna make this person feel like they don't want to reconcile, or like you're not being honest or direct with them. So let me see your outcome. I do like that you have Justice as the outcome. And look at that. Justice came out twice. So that's really good. That's really good. Justice is clarifying justice. So there's definitely going to be balance here. The Magician in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. So, you know, this person is very focused on you. You could be dealing with a Libra or another Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. This person has deep feelings for you, but they're going to tell you, look, we can work this out. We can resolve this, but I need balance in the connection and I need commitment here. I need, you know, you can't just be coming in without the emotion. So this person is very grounded and they're looking for commitment. They're looking for something that is going to go through time, not something that's just a flash in the pan. I do feel like they are putting head over heart and they're being very grounded in the decisions that they're making. In your energy, I do feel like you may kind of put the brakes on a little bit. There's something this person is going to say to you that you're not going to like. It's going to make you unhappy and it's going to, you know, make you kind of put the brakes on. So this thing is trying to manifest, but I feel like, Taurus, you want this to manifest physically and then see if the emotions come. This person wants to manifest this emotionally and allow the physical to come. So you're not seeing things quite the same way. And that is going to cause some uncooperative energy on your side, and it's going to cause them to keep a wall around their heart. Now, it is going to balance out. Justice is going to be served here because you have justice clarifying justice. So I would be careful how you approach this person. If you're approaching with the idea of friends with benefits, I don't think this person's going to go for that. If you are approaching this connection with the idea of bringing it back together, you also have to look at the way that they're viewing it. You know, they need that emotional connection with you. They need that commitment in order to bring justice to their situation. So, yeah, I think you just have to really examine the entirety of this and decide if this is a relationship that is, you know, because I see you feel like things aren't over between the two of you, but there's a lack of cooperation in moving it towards a new beginning. So bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. That's underlying energy, and it does indicate that there's probably some low-key spying that's going on, possibly in both directions. Just checking to see if, you know, the other person is still invested. The other person still wants this. Or have you moved on? Have you, you know, have you moved on with someone else? So there's a lot of things that are up in the air with this connection. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card. All right, so the card you have is number 24. It says, Stuck in the Mud. Interesting. All right, let's read that. Give me a second. All right, it says, you're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon, you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. All right, interesting. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.